Oh boy, another day, and it's kind of nearing the end of the day. It's around 9:38, and I got to do a video, right? Or at least an audio recording. That's kind of the deer in the headlights problem, right? I don't want to be on camera that much. It's a little easier to talk if it's just a voice recording, right? I don't have to. It's weird, but it is easier just to kind of talk out loud if it's a voice recorder. So that's what we're doing right now. So deer in the headlights, and it's unfortunately going to be one of those. It may be one of those kind of self-referential videos where I talk about how I can't talk about things, right? Which is frustrating because that's exactly what it is, right? And a question I would have is, okay, who the fuck am I trying to talk to here, right? It's who the hell is my audience? Part of not being comfortable about talking about things is like, yeah, I don't see this. I don't see these things being talked about. I don't see anything I can latch onto and say, hey, these people are doing what I want. Let me just join up and say hello, right? I just don't see. It's not that. So I've wanted to, kind of parlaying yesterday's Happy Face Dictatorship cover into this. I have wanted to sort of put out my memoirs and say, here's what happened, maybe a little timeline, maybe here's all the important things. Here's what I know about them now. But again, I just get this deer in the headlights look, and I can't do it. And that's how it's been for, I guess, ever since I wanted to start talking about these things. It's like, who the fuck am I talking to? I mean, it does sort of suck that there's nowhere to go and say, hey, you people have done sort of what I envision to be done. Just people talk about this stuff and talk about, their sort of experiences and whatever. I just don't see it. Like those online dating sites or even the ones that weren't just hookups. It's like, I don't know, people just don't say very much. It's just kind of boring. And I come along and, hey, I wrote the book Rero. I mean, it doesn't get that personal, but hey, there's something interesting there. And there wasn't that much interest, right? So the frustration is just that, yeah, there's just nowhere to go. And there's no one really, there's just no one. And that's fine, okay? I'm not even like suicidal today per se. It's pretty, I don't know. It's been the last couple days that are good. Have been pretty decent. The neighbor's kind of loud again. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to do one on that. I wanted to do about that today, but it's like, now we'll leave the bemoaning and complaining to another day, because I'm still in a decent enough mood and whatever. We're not talking about the neighbor today. Fuck him. I'm very tempted, but no. We're talking about, who's the audience? Who am I talking to? And I can envision. Maybe I'm talking to, well, yeah, I mean, what would I have wanted? That's the audience, right? I would have liked to have heard X, Y, and Z. So let me just say X, Y, and Z. And that seems so easy, doesn't it? And that's kind of it. How do it's, again, doing these videos, recordings, whatever, that's good help. But it is frustrating that, this is day, I guess, 2 weeks now. And it is frustrating to not actually be able to say, all right, let's go story by story. Let's pound these out, and that's it. It's just, but that's what it is, right? That's what it is, And let's look both ways. We're crossing a street here. And, so who's the audience, right? Because it's just, it's been tough over the years because I did try to bring some stuff up. And again, the usual, no one gives a shit, that sort of thing. It's just, again, there's nowhere to actually show up and say, hey, this looks good enough. And then you have to realize there is no one. And maybe there's some people out there, right? But it's just not, it's not easy to show up anywhere though, right? So, yeah, I guess that's it. I thought I had more on this, It's just the usual, it's kind of tough to start talking about this stuff. But hey, we said a video a day, so at least we'll talk about again how we can't talk about things, right? That's fine. we made an effort, We got a participation ribbon, And let's see here, is this still on? Yep, that's good. So, yeah, it's just sort of tough. It's sort of tough. I'm not sure I even want to put this up, but, it's like, hey, better than nothing. I said I'm going to put one a day, and I am trying, but it's just, this is unfortunately the best I can do today, Maybe I should have started yelling about the neighbor and how sometimes he's kind of loud and, the powerlessness around it. It's kind of awkward. What do you say? I don't know. And sometimes it's, we'll save that for another day, hopefully. But, all right, so we took a little pause here because I was passing somebody. I also want to see what the pause button on this does, but yeah, it's just, I kind of want to give myself a couple more moments. Am I saying anything meaningful, eloquent today? It's like, maybe not, and that's fine. I tried. I'm still going to go out to the lake tonight, probably. Sit on the boat, maybe inspiration will strike me, and that's how we get tomorrow's video, right? But anyways, I think that's it. So again, the usual, I can't talk about that I can't talk, right, yeah, okay, whatever.